Alright, so today we're looking into one of the most iconic story arcs in the Dragon Ball universe, the Frieza Saga. Now, like I said in my last video, which y'all should check out by the way, I'm only going over the Kai version of these events and not the manga or the original Z version. Now, the Frieza Saga, is it the best arc in the whole series? Well, I think most people would say yes, but me personally, I think it's the second best since I had more fun watching another arc as a kid. Comment below what arc you think that is. Anyways, let's get into it. The arc starts with the group just beating Vegeta, and they fly off to gather their dead friends, which is a pretty sad scene with the music they used and how the characters react to their dead friends, not knowing if they can ever come back. That's when Krillin brings up the idea of going to Namek and collecting the Dragon Balls there to bring everyone back. With this plan, the group has a newfound hope and they decide to give the plan a shot. Fast forwarding, they travel to Namek and everything seems great until they found out others are here looking for the balls as well. Seeing Vegeta on Namek with the group, I thought it was over for them, but they decide to lay low until they spot Frieza and his troops killing the Namekians. Now, last video, I said I didn't like Gohan a whole lot, since in the Saiyan saga, he was a bit annoying and mostly useless. But in this saga, this is where I started to like the kid. He sees Dodoria about to kill Dende, and although Krillin advises against it, Gohan shows some heart and saves Dende and books it, turning the scene into an intense chase scene since, you know, if they get caught, they're done. Now, this is one of my favorite moments in this arc. While Dodoria is trying to find Krillin and Gohan, Vegeta finds him and just starts trash talking. After a while, Vegeta drops his scouter on the floor for Dodoria to take, and bro really thought he was actually finna let him take it. Nah, looking at Vegeta's eyes, while he was doing all that he should have known, he was up to something devious. I mean, bro had all black eyes right before he stepped on it. He should have known then. But anyways, Vegeta flexes on him for a bit, then Dodoria drops the bomb and tells Vegeta that Frieza was the one who blew Planet Vegeta up. After this, Vegeta just gets even more mad and ends up killing Dodoria for good. Now, while all of this is happening, Goku is in his space pod training like crazy, and Yamcha, Tien, Piccolo, and the Flying Clown are being trained by King Kai. This is when Goku is advised not to fight Frieza, but anyone that knows Goku knows he's not finna listen to that. Back to Namek, Vegeta ends up running into Zarbon, and Vegeta starts talking crazy again. Vegeta's confidence was crazy in this arc, especially for a guy who was just about to die in the last arc. Anyways, they start fighting, and Vegeta is actually winning easily until Zarbon transforms. Then Vegeta just gets trashed. Honestly, he needed to be humbled a bit. I know this had y'all Vegeta fans crying. Watching him lose to someone who looks like this has to be demoralizing. But Krillin and Dende end up making it to the Grand Elder, and he decides to give Krillin a power boost. Now, this dude definitely needs to be humbled because ain't no way this hype about this little boost just to not be stronger than Saiyan Arc Vegeta. But while Krillin is doing all of that, Frieza was having a fit with Zarbon about not bringing Vegeta back, since he knows where the Dragon Ball is. Zarbon ends up bringing him back and heals him, and as soon as Vegeta is healed, he ends up devising a plan to get all the Dragon Balls out the ship and escape, which works, so Frieza has Zarbon to chase Vegeta down. After Vegeta finds Krillin and Bulma with the Dragon Ball, Zarbon finds him and they start fighting. The fight is pretty crazy and ends with Zarbon begging for mercy and Vegeta blowing him up. So this is where I skip a little ahead to the Ginyu Force, since nothing major happens besides Vegeta figuring out Gohan took the Dragon Ball, and Gohan getting a boost in power as well. So a group of 5 flamboyant dudes pull up, and you can tell they're strong, since Vegeta had to team up with Krillin and Gohan to even stand a chance. They end up playing rock, paper, scissors to see who's fighting who, and Guldo and Recoome end up winning. Now, Guldo dies pretty quickly after Vegeta cuts his head off, But Recoome is a different beast. He basically tortures Vegeta, breaks Gohan's neck, and basically paralyzes Krillin, all while doing his little poses. Watching this for the first time was crazy, but what follows is one of the best scenes in the series to me. Goku pulls up with the utmost confidence and disposes of Recoome in one hit, then proceeds to flex on Burter and Jace. Now, I know I said I'm only talking about the Kai version, but I have to talk about this part in Z. When they were shooting blasts at Goku, and it looked like it went through him since he was moving so fast, was one of the cleanest things I've ever seen. Anyways, Goku ends up beating Burter, and Jace gets away to get Ginyu. After Vegeta leaves him alone to fight both, Goku demonstrates how much of a power difference there is between Ginyu and himself, and that's when Ginyu decides to switch bodies. Once Krillin and Gohan find out, they beat Ginyu and Goku gets his injured body back. Now, after a brief peace, Frieza pulls up after losing his chance in getting immortality. To be honest, as a kid watching this, Frieza was kinda scary. Not in like a horror type of way, but in like an overwhelming presence and a sense of hopelessness. No matter what anyone did or how strong they got, it seemed like it was pointless, and I think that's where the writers did a really great job. Anyways, we see Frieza cycling through his 4 forms, and admittedly, his second form really scared me when he stabbed Krillin. The ominous music that was playing, and not knowing who was going to potentially die, was actually frightening. It's one of the best scenes, I still think about it to this day. Right after that scene though, it gives us one of Gohan's best scenes, when he goes crazy on Frieza. I loved Gohan's outbursts through the whole Frieza fight. It really showed his progression from a scared kid to a dude that takes action when needed. Anyways, Piccolo pulls up and gives Frieza the business, causing him to go to his 3rd form. Honestly, I think his 3rd form is underrated, seeing as how in recent Dragon Ball games don't even show you it or let you play as it. But once he goes into his final form, he ends up killing Dende with one of the hardest blasts. He said bang, and Dende was dead. Nobody even saw it coming. Without Dende healing everyone, the tone of the arc gets darker and even more hopeless. After Vegeta gets tormented, Goku finally shows up, giving us a great moment between Vegeta and Goku. Vegeta explains what happened to their home planet and how Frieza blew it up. It's a really touching scene, and it's the first time we see Vegeta actually cry. Now, the fight kicks off, and it's widely regarded as one of the most epic and memorable battles in anime history. It's a showdown that captivates viewers with its intense action, high stakes, and emotional depth. First and foremost, the fight showcases the extraordinary power of both Frieza and Goku. Frieza, the tyrannical emperor and one of the most fearsome villains in the Dragon Ball universe, versus Goku, a kind-hearted Saiyan who was raised on Earth. The fight starts off with them similarly even, while both of them are feeling each other out. Goku uses a lot of tactics to get the edge on him in some exchanges, but after a while, Frieza reveals he's barely using any of his power, and he'll start using more. Also, I wanted to mention Frieza is having some of the best lines in the show. I mean, look at this.
Vegeta, his father the king. That decidedly low-class warrior who called himself Bardock. All of them headstrong, all of them deaf to reason. And all of them dead.
Like, Frieza is really a menace, but after Frieza starts using a third of his power, Goku stands no chance in beating him, giving us another goated moment from this saga. When Goku is held underwater, he started thinking about Frieza killing his family and friends, so he gets a bit of a rage boost and does one of the best Kamehamehas so far in the series. But it barely does anything to Frieza, reinstating the fact that there's no way to beat him. So Vegeta uses a bit of Talk no Jutsu on Goku, and this gives us another great scene in the same episode. Vegeta talks about Saiyan heritage, the fact that Goku is the last of their kind, and the fates of the Saiyans who rose against Frieza.
I dreamt, I yearned to be the one to avenge us. Yet he battered and broke me just as he did the others. You cannot know the torment I died. Unless you're the one to finish this, we'll be lost forever to the memory of time.
This scene is perfect to me. This gives Goku the idea to use the Spirit Bomb on Frieza, and with the help of Krillin, Piccolo, and Gohan, Goku is able to find enough time to release it. Now, I think the scene before Frieza comes back is very underrated. When Gohan and Krillin find out Goku and Piccolo are alive and okay is great. And Gohan running to Goku and Gohan telling Piccolo he was awesome is very wholesome. But after this, Frieza pops back up and immediately disposes of Piccolo and murders Krillin in like the wildest way possible. You know what comes next after this scene. The best transformation in all of anime. Goku finally becomes a Super Saiyan. This moment is so hype. The way Goku dominates Frieza was unbelievable at the time, and the whole "I am" speech from Goku was perfect. So after this, Frieza decides to blow up the planet, causing them to have the longest 5-minute fight in history. All the dialogue between King Kai and Goku while Frieza was powering up is one of the best dialogue exchanges in my opinion. I love this scene. Goku seeks to face Frieza at his maximum power, not solely driven by Saiyan's love for a good fight. He desires to crush Frieza emotionally and physically as revenge for Krillin's death, ensuring Frieza's ultimate defeat even at full strength. And that "before I'm done he will bleed" made you feel like Goku really meant it. So now the two warriors clash as the very planet beneath them is at risk of destruction, amplifying the stakes and emphasizing the cataclysmic power they possess. What makes the fight even more compelling is the emotional weight behind it. Frieza is not just a physical adversary for Goku, he represents the embodiment of evil and tyranny. Goku fights not only to protect his friends and the innocent, but also to avenge the countless lives Frieza has taken. This emotional depth adds an extra layer of intensity to the battle, making it more than just a typical confrontation. And the fight comes to a close as everyone besides Goku and Frieza gets wished off Namek, and Goku terrorizing Frieza to the point where Goku ends up thinking there's no point in fighting, giving us another great speech. This saga is full of them really, but as Frieza's own attack cuts him down, he begs Goku for mercy just to betray him by shooting a blast at Goku, which ultimately makes Goku shoot an even stronger one back, defeating Frieza once and for all. From the emotional journey of our heroes to the epic battles against the tyrannical Frieza, this arc has left an indelible mark on fans. While opinions may vary on whether it's the best arc in the series, it undeniably offers a thrilling narrative, filled with intense moments and character development. As we witnessed Goku's determination to avenge Krillin's death and his relentless pursuit of justice, the climactic battle between him and Frieza became an unforgettable showdown. The Frieza Saga stands as a testament to the power of friendship, the pursuit of justice, and the indomitable spirit of our beloved characters. If you enjoyed this video but didn't catch the last one, here it is. It's similar to this video, but about the Saiyan Saga. See you there.